All right, guys, what is going on today? We're going to talk about the leaked interior photos that we've seen on the 2021 Ram Rebel TRX. But before we get started on that, I'm going to give you a cold start in my cammed Ram, see how good it sounds, and we'll get started on the video. Alright, guys, what is going on? A lot of big information happened. I found this out late last night, and I wanted to make a quick little video on it about the interior leaked photos of the 2021 Ram Rebel TRX. Now, the main reason I wanted to talk about the interior leaked photos is because the first thing I saw was someone posted something on one of the forums about the Ram Rebel TRX, and it showed like that the column, I'll show you that in a second, and the launch control. But before I get started on that, if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. We do a lot of, this is basically a Ram-based channel, mostly Mopar, but it's also a Ram-based channel. And we're doing a lot of big things with this Ram right now. This upcoming weekend, we're getting a new 6.4 truck intake manifold put on. I currently have a 5.7 ported manifold on there. That is sold. So that was for sale. So if you guys are, heard about it, that is sold. So, just to guys let you know that that ported manifold is sold and the 6.4 is going on. I'll have a video on the install on that. The install is going tomorrow. I'll possibly have the video Sunday, possibly Monday, maybe Saturday. Depends on how things go and how much time I have and stuff like that. But that is going on. That's what's going on with this truck. And, we're trying to make this truck, an absolute monster. So we're basically on the verge of 11s last year, and should easily get into the 11s this year with the new mods, new cam, ported heads, stuff like that, guys. So yeah, so stay tuned for that, and I'm gonna talk about what this launch control thing that really that's what caught my eye the most. All right, guys, I'm gonna put a picture up of the image that really caught my eye, and I'm gonna show you exactly my thoughts of it and stuff like that, and what I think is actually going on here. All right, now as you can see from the picture, number one thing that really caught me was there's a launch control. And, it's like, it has a drag strip and everything like that. And this being, I'm a racer, I go to the drag strip, stuff like that. But the launch control is what really caught me more than anything else. And then as I take a deeper look into everything, I'm wondering, looking at it all, it looks really nice. There's a TRX mode. And I'm wondering what the modes could be. They could have drag strip mode, performance, anything. It's really always wondering what is going on and what Ram is trying to do with this Rebel TRX. There's also, it looks like the up and down for the ride height. That's to the far left with a picture of looks like a clock in the truck. But what caught me also is I don't see a two-wheel drive option. As you guys look at the picture, there's no two-wheel drive. There's four-wheel auto, four-wheel high, axle lock, and four-wheel low. Now, four-wheel auto, it could possibly be like an all-the-time, like almost like all-wheel drive. It's always on, you know what I mean? And four-wheel high is obviously like a four-wheel drive lock. What like my truck has I'm a four-wheel drive truck. I have the Borg Warner 4445 transfer case. It could be something like that. It's a fully locked all the time. I don't think this has the exact transfer case in this truck. I'm going to guess it probably has a transfer case from the Trackhawk, being that it has a Hellcat motor and it's got 707 horsepower and stuff like that. So my guess, it has a transfer case from the Trackhawk. But seeing that there's no two-wheel drive option is, it's pretty cool. I don't know exactly how it's going to be. I just want to know what more the specs are going to be on this truck. It could have 707 horsepower. I don't think it's going to have anything less than that, because Dodge always throws little clues around. And in this one photo of the dashboard of, I think it's the old Rebel, it showed the time at 7:07, and that's what they were kind of leaking for this. So I'm thinking it's going to have the 707 horsepower. It could have more, but I don't think it's going to have the 575 from the old Ram Rebel TRX concept. I think that is out. I think they're going straight 707, maybe 717. I don't know, but 707 is my guess, and that would be really cool. I'm interested in the launch control. Now, the launch control, I know on the Hellcats and all the others, most guys do not use them when they do their drag strip, but this could be different because this truck is a Raptor killer. It's basically all made for the Raptor, to fight the Raptor. But coming with these new modes and launch control and all this like other stuff, I'm really excited to see what you could do, because you could throw on some much, you know, they come with 30, I don't even know if they're 35s or 37s, but they come with that size tire from the factory, from what we're hearing. And you know what I mean? You could throw on a nice drag 17s and a small drag pack like, you know, us guys that race our Rams do, and cut out a lot of time on them. So take off some weight reduction, because it's probably going to be a very heavy truck, especially with a Hellcat motor in it. You know what I mean? And you can make this thing, you know, an absolute monster, or take it to the drag strip stock and probably run some 11s in it from the factory. I don't know. We don't know what works, what to expect, or you just want to race it in the sands and have the biggest beast off-road, you know, 1500 truck that there is. Now, like I said, that caught my eye. Obviously, it's traction controlled. What else caught my eye is there's no knob. That is, you know, where the knob would sit on the new Ram Rebels. Now, the knobs on the Ram Rebel sits right in there with a couple extra features. This is what it looks like into the regular Ram Rebel, but this is, you know, I don't see a knob in the TRX. Now, the reason I think there's no knob is I think there's going to be a column shifter, because I don't think it's going to have the HP70. I think this is going to have the Hellcat transmission, which is going to be a column shifter. Maybe they extended the shifter to work because it's going to be probably higher up in the trucks. That is my guess, or they don't need to. I don't know. But my guess is that it's going to have the HP90 or HP95, whatever one is in there from the Hellcat, because the HP, they're not going to put the 70 in the Hellcat motor. Could it handle it? Yes, I definitely think it can. But why not go bigger, better, and hold more power and put the 90 in it? It's made for that motor. That's my guess. Now, this other image was really awesome, too. It's an image of the dashboard. And the dashboard image, you know, also caught me, because they have some features on the image dashboard that I think are pretty cool too. Now, I'm pulling it up on my image here. I'm just overlaying an image for you guys so you guys can see it. Now, what also I caught was it has a regular 120 speedometer. I doubt they're going to go anything bigger than that. But as you can see in the middle, it says drag times, and it has 0 to 60, 0 to 100. So it probably has, you know, quarter mile, like, you know, not that you really need it for an off-road vehicle, but, you know, it's pretty cool to have. Say you want to do some 0 to 60 test and see how fast it is, because you are going to test it. Most likely, you don't buy a 707 horsepower truck and not test it out at the track and stuff like that. I can almost guarantee you're going to test it out at the track, because I know if I bought this truck, this thing would be going to the drag strip just to see what it can do. Even if I was an off-road guy, this thing will be going to the drag strip just to see what it can do. There's a lot of regular Rebel guys that bring their truck to the drag strip, because it's a badass truck, man. But I see that they have, you know, drag timers. To the left, it also looks like there's a shock or a suspension mode. So I think you can possibly adjust the shocks, the dampering, you know, maybe in the settings. I am not too sure, but for what it looks like, this is going to have a lot of cool little features to it that, you know, that don't come in any other truck. And I mean, like, I mean any other Ram. I don't know if the Raptor might have some kind of stuff, you know what I mean? But from the Ram community, this truck could be easily on a different level, something that we've been wanting for. I'm not saying it's a pure high performance racing truck. I would love to have that still, like make a Ram RT, but call it like a Ram SRT, and make it like a you know, like a sport truck, like we want. But us Ram guys, we'll take this for now. I will, you know, if I had the funds to afford it with this vehicle, that thing right there, my daily driver Lexus, that thing would be gone. I would kick the bucket with that thing and be gone and be driving the Ram Rebel TRX to work every day. And because I miss driving my truck to work every day. But eating up gas, and the main reason I don't drive this to work every day is because I've broken it couple of times just racing it, and I can't take the risk of, you know, breaking it, going to the track, switching wheels and tires, gutting the interior like I do, and go racing, and then throwing it all back on early in the morning or late at night the next day to go to work. So I bought a used 2005 Lexus just to get back and forth to work. It's a great car, phenomenal on gas, drives so smooth. But would I love another Ram to drive to work every day as a daily, show up to the job sites and stuff like that on it? Absolutely. But who knows? It all depends on how much the funds are there and how much we can grow this channel, and if the channel can grow and afford, because the channel pays for this. So if we can afford to pay for it, hey, you never know, it could be in the future, man. Anything is possible. And those are my thoughts on the Ram Rebel TRX. Those are the 2 interior leaked photos. I didn't, you know, that's all they really got out, but I just wanted to give my thoughts on it, guys, because I think it's really cool. So we'll see, because supposedly, I think in June they said they're releasing the full specs and everything, and we'll see what goes on, and I'll do another updated video on that. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.